Hi guys, I'm live. This video is kind of going to be a Shirtless Guy disclaimer, but also relates to the guy Glenn that talked to me yesterday. Said I might be one of the 144,000, and we talked about some stuff about the Bible and stuff. And I just want to rant about it a little bit. What do I know, you know? He said that. If I'm one of the 144,000, I'm only here to be tested, and that's why my life has been so hard. God, according to him, God made this world. He's responsible for creation, but the devil does everything man does. Everything man does is the devil, like cars, houses, wealth, money. That's all Satan running that. All God did is build the earth itself, lakes, mountains, trees, birds, and us, that kind of thing. You can see a dichotomy there when you look at the world. You see God's creation, you also see man's crap. And when he said, and I'm not saying I'm 100,000, I frankly don't even care. I'm not even sure I want to be. I don't, you know, my last statement was I'm an Antichrist. That might be the Antichrist. So I don't really care. I'm just talking about what he said and what I feel about it right now. So and he also, according to the Bible, Satan was cast down to the earth, and we happen to be there. It's not a coincidence. And for me, that coincidence might be because I'm supposed to be tested by man's system and the devil, and that's why my life is so hard. And look at my life. I mean, I barely own my home. I own it, but my wife owns it too. And guess what? She wants to divorce me and sell the house and split the money with me, which will make me end up being homeless, literally. And that's what she really wants. And look at my life in another way. I have no family. I have nobody that's a blood relative I've ever met. People like Dallas, my wife, has blood family all over the place. She's got, you know, daughters, sisters, and all these people that have her back because they're her blood family. They're on her side, and they have more money, each of them, than I do. Even any one of them have more money than I do put together. And she's got all these people on her side that are loyal to her, probably to death because of family bonds. And I have nobody. I have no family at all, much less tons of money to back myself up. Even the guy that I met yesterday, Glenn, was once a millionaire. Almost just barely isn't. I never was a millionaire. Probably, you know, I'm not even on that table. So, no family, dropped out of college, barely owned my home. Wife wants to divorce me and sell the house, has family to back her up, may even get away with it. And I've got a YouTube channel, which is great. I've got people that like me on there, and I got fans, but I also have haters. I have people that are desperate haters of me. I don't know what the ratio between haters and fans is. I have no idea. But for some reason, the haters thing actually encourages me, though, because it shows I'm doing something. If I were doing nothing, I would have no haters, period. Nobody would hate me if I weren't doing anything. So there's hope there. And I have fans, so that's cool. You know, I'm glad some of you fans like me. That's cool, you know, but it all gets put in perspective when I look around at my actual life as a whole, you know. I get paid. I get paid basically. I'm starting now to get paid every month on YouTube, and I get maybe I got $126, no, $124 on YouTube for this month, and I have $53 toward next month. So I might get 150 next month. So I'm raking in 100, 120, 30, 40, 50 a month from YouTube. That's from all I do on YouTube. And you know, I have other money my dad set me up with, which is not very much, but it's enough to keep me afloat and not literally homeless right this second. And I have a friend named Jack that might have me do some more parties once it's not non-party season, such as now, and I could get money from doing that. So that there's hope there. You know, I don't like this time of year. I don't like that there's no parties to play. And on top of that, no money from playing the parties. And just I love the parties, you know. Um, um, so it puts it in perspective if he's right about that. That there's a reason why I've been tested. Look at the story of Job. He did nothing wrong. I've done lots of wrong. Okay, I'm not saying I'm Job, but Job didn't do anything wrong. He got tested anyway, just for the heck of it. But then again, he was rewarded and he was special and all that, blah blah blah. So there's that too. There's that element of my life that might be some kind of test where in fact I might be headed for some great reward at some point. I don't know. How would I know that? I only had this idea for any of this only yesterday, and only that from one person who said he was one of the 144,000 himself. He saw a vision of an angel who gave him a white stone, and he knows he's one of the 144,000. Okay. So he's nobody to mess with, and he's not pulling punches probably. He probably means what he says about me too. But I haven't seen an angel. I don't have a white stone. I'm not an ex-millionaire like he is. I'm not even on his level, for God's sake. I'm not even trying to be, really. I never said I was 140,000. He did. I'm just happy being Shirtless Guy and be the Antichrist. I don't care. In fact, I got more sixes than anybody, probably. Or there's probably somebody that can even outdo me there, but I haven't seen one. I have no family. I've got sixes up the yin yang in my I've got a strange, not only I've got strange family ties with my adoptive family, who are not my family, but they gave me strange connections there, but they all disappear, first of all, because none of them are blood relatives and none of them are alive anyway, and none of them have anything to do with me. My mom's dead, my dad's dead, okay? And they're not even my real parents. So what do I care? What family? I have no family. No one's got my back in a good way. I mean, maybe they got a target on my back, but nobody really has my best interest at heart at all times, no matter what. Here and now, there's that. Nobody, no one. And I'm just holding on to this house. Not only am I literally here alone, just fine. I can deal with that. But I'm barely holding on to it with the money. I have enough money to pay the bills, but then I run out and I have to go to the church where I actually met the guy, Glenn. But I have to go to the church to pick up food, and my next door one of my neighbors helps me with food, or I wouldn't be eating either. My YouTube money is what saves me, because every month I have a negative balance. That's one reason some of my little bills I can't pay. Just little things, like this and that charges I have on things that have to go to the next month and the next month and the next month, because I can't pay it all in 1 month. But the YouTube channel keeps the balance that's negative low enough that when the money does come in, I can still pay my mortgage so far. It works out where I can still hold the house down. But then I've got my demonic, she's a Jehovah's Witness, by the way, too. My wife is a Jehovah's Witness. She's coming after me with teeth and claws to try to put me in the gutter, basically. Divorce me, force me to sell a house, split the money, and here's your $100,000, Jimmie. Go fuck yourself, basically. That's what I got from my wife. I've got the house, but barely enough money to keep the house. No family, no real friends. I got the matter that talks to me, but so fucking what? He doesn't even give me an hour of his actual time per week. I mean, as far as physically coming here. Whatever. Wife, not even here. Wants to divorce me and sell the house. She couldn't have worse motives for me. The only thing she could do worse than me is shoot me. That's the only way she could hate me any more than she already does. Is her family could lynch me or something, and that's the only thing that would be worse than what they actually are doing or trying to do or will do. There's that. Anyway, love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.